Welcome to Feed Dump, where this week we are all ourselves from alternate universes. This week I'm a crab. Not like a crab person, just a crab. It's an infinite multiverse and there's a lot of options. I pinch. Joining me this week is someone who doesn't exist.
Not only me, but the Earth, solar system, and entire galaxy don't exist because a man can dream.
And John Cena.
I work in a bakery.
Residents of the small town of Bracknell, Berkshire, are complaining because City Council has allowed a house to be painted bright blue, despite the fact that Bracknell is over 50 miles from the sea. According to irate residents, the house is too colorful and will bring down property values.
Don't make a color joke. Don't make a color joke. Don't make a color joke.
The fact that this is such a big issue for these people tells me a lot about the people of the area.
More than 50 miles from the sea? Do they think people paint their homes for camouflage?
And if that were true, do you think they'd maybe want to use a dazzle camouflage? Maybe a zebra print? Fetching stripes?
Just paint it white.
Ixnay on the Ullard Oaks J.
I believe you'll find that white includes every color.
So the internet constantly reminds me.
Back to the house. One neighbor told the council, in a letter of objection, it's not a pastel shade, but more of a seaside beach hut shade of blue, and therefore is really quite an eyesore.
These people sound like the villains in a movie where the hero is a talking, rapping dog.
Which is especially apt, because as we all know, dogs can't even see colors.
All he wanted to do was paint his house, and love, and be loved, and play cricket, and drop some really fat beats.
A Maryland police officer who was charged with biting another man on the testicles while he was off duty is no longer with his police department. According to a police spokesperson, he was let go for unspecified reasons. I'm willing to bet it had something to do with the testicle biting.
This is discrimination. I'm sure he had a consenting partner.
No, this happened in a bar fight.
Look, if a man's succulent regions fall into your mouth during a totally hetero bar brawl, I don't see how that's something you can be held professionally responsible for.
Going straight to the crotchal region with your mouth seems like an interesting martial arts style. I would be very curious to see which school he studied under.
How bad does a fight have to be going before you think to yourself, this is it? The day has finally come where I become a ballivore.
The problem with this story is that it's almost too perfect for Feed Dump. We've kind of painted ourselves into a corner, because typically we try to escalate the jokes so that they end up at like a testicular intersection of humor. But this guy just cut us off at the pass. He went straight for the nuts. We're at a loss.
Maybe if we have nothing funny to say, maybe we should just try to impart a lesson. Just keep people who don't want to be inside of you out of you.
And if a man who is menacing you with a broken beer bottle says, dude, over the line, you may have gone too far.
A man from Des Moines, Iowa, was charged with car theft after he was discharged from the hospital and stole a taxi that was parked outside because he didn't want to walk home.
Oh, big deal. I played GTA too.
I guess the taxi union is happy that someone's finally not using an Uber.
Was he in hospital for a head injury? Did he forget how cabs work?
How far did he have to go to get home? I mean, I'd like to avoid public transit too on most occasions, especially when getting out of the hospital, but I'm not a criminal.
He lived 6 blocks away.
6 blocks? I can backflip further than that.
Not after you just got out of the hospital. At best, you could ghost ride it.
You don't even know what I just got out of the hospital for. Maybe I have a new heart. Maybe I have a head injury and don't even need to realize where I am.
So he lived 6 blocks away, then, is what you're saying.
Well, according to the Associated Press, he currently lives at the county jail.
2 free rides in one day?
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Obamacare, he never would have been able to afford to go to a hospital and get treatment, and then he wouldn't have had to walk the 6 blocks home, and he wouldn't have stolen the car. Take that, Democrats. So remember, while there may be other sources of news that will offer you biased attacks on the president for no good reason, Fox News, they don't have this hat. Literally this hat. It's a this hat. It was given to us by Lord Hosk. This hat. Make America Great 2016.
Over the line and past the gums. Look out, Feed Dump, here it comes!